Alright, so if I quit my job and maybe only get 1 or 2 hours of sleep each night, I'll cut my meals down to just one meal a day, and if I do that, then maybe I can get through my PS2 JRPG collection. Stupid life. Why? Why do you give us all these games, but you still make us have to, do these jobs to actually buy these games, and also, we have to eat and sleep to have energy and be alive, and this sucks. Hey everyone, how's it going to level here? So, want to do more collection videos and updates on certain ones and all that. Like later I'll be doing an update on my whole Switch collection, but for now, a lot of these ones I really want to focus on JRPGs because, I do love them. I have a lot of them, and so I really want to go over the ones I do have and everything like that. So yeah, we're starting with PS2. I was originally going to PS4, but just my PS4 physical collection of JRPGs, like, there's way too many so that might be a little while for now, but yeah, it's, I love the PlayStation 2, like, it's my favorite console, right? So that's another reason why I want to do this, and yeah, so since I talked about a good number of these, and there are a lot of games here, I won't, I'll briefly go over a few, like, kind of quickly go over the ones that I talked about a lot and everything like that, and then for gameplay videos, I'll probably show just more of the lesser known ones, or ones I haven't really shown or talked about too much on this channel, anything like that. I mean, some of these I haven't even played yet, so, like, I'll be recording the footage of these games later on, so, yeah, just keep that in mind, but, yeah, I think because, yeah, some of these, like, people would know and everything, I'll just kind of quickly go over them. So first two, Dark Clouds 1 and 2, talked about these a lot, really loved these. Dark Cloud 1 was my first PS2 game, so a lot of nostalgia, and then Dark Cloud 2 improved a lot of kind of issues with the first one, or Dark Chronicle if you live in Europe or PAL territories, wherever. And then, yeah, again, Kingdom Hearts, talked about this many times, people know about these games, so don't really need to go over these, I think, but yeah. Also, all these are complete in box. The only ones, like, I have one loose disc one, and I think the rest are complete for the most part. Like, I'll kind of go over that, but yeah, next we have Star Ocean till the end of time, so again, yeah, for Star Ocean game, talked about this a lot and really enjoyed this, so yeah, we have that. And again, talk about Dragon Quest 8 a lot, so yeah, this was what I was kind of talking about, where, I do have, like, the manual, the disc, but this is just the regular version, because you'll see here it says, like, playable demo of Final Fantasy 12, but yeah, don't have that, right? But yeah, fantastic game. And then, yeah, I talked about Final Fantasy X way too much, probably, but yeah, favorite Final Fantasy, love it, love it, love it. Have already replayed it for once again, because yeah, I want to do a video on this at some point too, so yeah, I've been playing the remaster yet again. And then we have two here that haven't really talked about, so we'll first talk about Final Fantasy 12. So I do have the remastered Zodiac Age on PS4, and I do want to play through it and everything, because yeah, this is one of the few Final Fantasy games in the main line of series that I actually haven't played or beat or anything. Like, I played a little bit of it, but didn't get too far, and I do want to eventually play this all the way through. Just, yeah, I need to find the time, because yeah, I hear, some mixed things about it, but I think I would enjoy it. I usually enjoy, all the Final Fantasies, even the controversial ones of, Final Fantasy 13, 15, 16, all that, so yeah. And then, yeah, we have Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, so again, another sort of mixed title with people. I really like this game, so yeah, you're playing as Vincent Valentine. It takes place like 3 years later, after the events of Final Fantasy VII, where, you know, a new kind of organization comes out, and yeah, so you know, as Vincent, you have to kind of, you know, investigate and stop these guys, and yeah, just a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I talked about, you know, Persona, my love for these games. Can't wait for Reload, by the way, for Persona 3, and then Persona 4, especially, you know, specifically the golden version, you know, favorite game of all time, right? I talked about these a lot, so don't need to talk too much about them. But yeah, just kind of high school settings where, yeah, you're able to, you know, call upon personas and everything. So yeah, really cool series. And then PS2, we got more Shin Megami stuff. So we have the Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 here. So I just started this game actually, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Really, really kind of cool and kind of darker sort of storyline and everything where, yeah, like after just with the first game anyways, like after kind of incident and this battlefield, like all your people kind of get shot with some sort of bullet or whatever, and they turn into demons, right? And yeah, it's a very interesting story, so looking forward to diving more into that game. And now let's go into, yeah, the ones I don't talk too much about, but I guess we'll get these out of the way because I have talked about these a lot. So yeah, the Xenosaga trilogy here. Now, I hope that the rumors are right that we're getting a remaster of these at some point, because that would be so cool for everyone else to check these out. Now, I only beat the first game, I still have to play 2 and 3, right? But yeah, like, they are complete in box, like, yeah, Xenosaga 3, right? And yeah, the second disc and everything, so really cool to have. But yeah, hopefully get the HD remasters, and also hopefully that will lower the price of the third game. 2, I think, has gone pretty expensive too, but yeah, the third game's really pricey. And then we have the Fullmetal Alchemist games 1 and 2 here. So yeah, Broken Angel is the first one. Yeah, Broken Angel, and then Crimson Elixir is the second. And I do really enjoy these games. Now, the first game is very flawed, you know, like graphically it looks kind of messy, you know, not that great and everything, and some of the controls are kind of stiff, I found. But the second game, man, like, I really enjoyed this one. They did a really great job of fixing a lot of the issues, improving the graphics, and going more of a cel-shaded look, which really helps for all these anime type games. So yeah, really enjoy the second game. Then we have Phantasy Star Universe, and yeah, this was my first Phantasy Star game that I beat. Not the first one I ever played, but yeah, the first one I ever beat. And I originally had it on 360, as I have a friend who's a massive Phantasy Star fan and everything. Like, basically, one of his biggest inspirations of becoming an artist was Phantasy Star, so that's really cool. And yeah, just, I really enjoyed this game, as you're playing as Ethan Weber, who you know, after kind of the colony gets attacked and everything, like, he has issues with kind of guardians who are kind of the protectors and everything, and it's very cliched of, like, you know, a situation happens where Ethan becomes a guardian himself, and yeah, stuff like that. But really cool. Really enjoyed that game, and yeah, I have to check out a lot more Phantasy Star games, because yeah, to this day it's still the only one I beat. I have a few of them, but yeah, I just haven't gone through them yet. I do want to though. And then we have Tales of the Abyss and Legendia here. So we'll start with Abyss. So yeah, really fun game though. The main character is such a dick, as yeah, just Luke, who's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, you know, very great voice actor and everything. But yeah, Luke is such a brat. He, you know, he calls, like, early on you meet this little creature and he just calls it thing all the time, and he's just a prick to everyone, like. But yeah, really fun game. And then Legendia here, like, I really enjoyed this game a lot more than most people do, and you know, it's definitely like basic combat, a lot of backtracking and all that, but I thought the characters were a lot of fun, and music, and there were laugh out loud moments. Like early on you get this short little musical number that happens that made me burst out laughing. I loved it, so yeah. And then we have Arc the Lad's games, so we have, Twilight of the Spirit, so this one I have played and beat before. Really fun game, tactical RPG and everything like that, so really, really solid game, and it's the only Arc the Lad game I actually beat. And then we have Arc the Lad End of Darkness, so this is supposed to be a sequel to Twilight of the Spirits. I think it takes place like 3 or 5 years after that game or whatever, I can't remember, because Twilight of the Spirits is kind of its own thing, like it takes place, I think, 1,000 years after the events of kind of the first 3 games and everything. But the issue with Arc the Lad, because you'll notice with this game, because I have played this a tiny bit, is it's an action RPG, and that was the problem with Arc the Lad, is it couldn't figure out what identity it wanted to be. Like, it kept changing the battle system in each game, it seemed like, and yeah, just kind of messy, right? So yeah, it's unfortunate because like they had turn-based, they had tactical, they had action. It's just, yeah, it reminded me a lot of the Blue Dragon games, you know, where Blue Dragon started on the 360 and then went to DS, and all those games were completely different. It felt the same way, where it just couldn't figure out what game it wanted to be. Then we have the Wild Arms games, so the only one I beat so far is actually the 5th one here. Now, this one is one of the few games where it's not complete, it's just the disc and then, the case and everything, but got it super cheap. I was super happy with it, but yeah, I really liked the 5th game, you know. I know for a lot of people it's kind of basic, and it is a basic story, right? You're just playing as Dean, who wants to be a golem hunter, and you know, meet a girl, and, you know, she has amnesia, of course, and like, she's on this quest to find someone named Johnny Appleseed, which is kind of funny. Like, it made me laugh a bit, but yeah, just, I don't know. And then Wild Arms 4, I started a bit, and then I kind of got sidetracked and kind of stopped playing it, but I do want to play more of it. You know, it looks kind of interesting. I have the strategy guide for that game too, so pretty cool. And then Wild Arms 3, so this one, again, I originally played, or the first time I played this was actually on the PS4, you know, when Sony was actually playing a lot of PS2 games on PS4, but yeah, just haven't gone around to it. The parts I did play were a lot of fun because that game starts as like a little kind of prologue where you're playing as 4 separate characters who, after you beat the prologues of each, they kind of meet up, right? So really cool there. And then we have Grandia 2 and 3, so yeah, Grandia 2 is like a remake of, Grandia 2. You know, I'm not sure like how full of a remake it is, if it's like a full-on just 3D remake or anything, or if they cut things out, but I know a lot of people didn't really like this one. I haven't really gone through it yet. I haven't even played the originals. I do have Grandia 1 and 2, the HD versions on Steam, but I just haven't gone around to it. And first game I played in the series was Grandia 3 here, and it was the only one I beat in the series, but I really enjoyed this game. I know a lot of people give it a lot of flack, but I just really love the music in it, the characters, the combat system was really fun. You know, it's a turn-based system, but there's a lot of strategy involved in, you know, what kind of attacks you do so that you can kind of delay your enemy's attacks, or, you know, you lift them up in the air and then you get someone else to attack right away to do a combo. And yeah, just a lot of fun, and you know, it was a little weird having kind of the character you're playing as Yuki, and then his mom is, Miranda, and they act like brother and sister. It's even pointed out by the girl you meet in Alfina, and just kind of weird because Miranda looks like she might be maybe just a few years older than Yuki, but no, I Googled it one time because I'm like, there's no way this is his mother, and apparently she's in her mid-30s. I'm like, okay, sure. And then we have the Shadow Hearts game, so I only have the loose disc of Shadow Hearts 1, but I couldn't resist getting it because it was $20 just for the disc, and this game's very, very expensive, but which sucks, but very fun game, uses the Judgment Ring and everything like that. Then the first game I played in the series was actually Covenant here, which is one of my favorite games ever. Just a lot of fun, and sequel to the first Shadow Hearts, and just there's a lot to love about this one. And then I'm thinking of starting the New World here, or Shadow Hearts from the New World, very soon, because I want to check this out now. It's supposed to be like a separate story from the Shadow Hearts games and everything, and it's too bad because all these Shadow Hearts games have gone up quite a lot in price. Covenant, I think, is the only one that went down a bit, but I know even from the New Worlds, you used to buy a complete in box for around $30-$40. Now I think it's around 80 Canadian or more, so it's too bad, but I want to check it out because I do enjoy the Shadow Hearts games. The first two were fantastic, so want to see. And again, I know there's a lot of flack with that one for being very different and everything, but I still want to see. Then we have Legaia 2 Dual Saga, so I still haven't beat the first game, Legend of Legaia, on PS1, so I haven't really dove into this one. So again, gameplay you're seeing is just, me starting from the beginning, and so, but I hope I enjoy this. I know this game was another one that a lot of people didn't really enjoy too much compared to the first Legaia, but hopefully I'll enjoy it. Also, this one, I'll show the ones that aren't actually complete, but I just have the case and disc for that one. Then we have Radiata's story. So I talked about this a lot, so probably just quickly kind of go over it, but just a super funny game by the creators of Star Ocean and everything. Very fun combat, a lot of great humor in it, and you're playing as Jack Russell, who becomes a knight, but only because of his name, because he actually gets his butt kicked by a girl named Ridley, and just there's a lot of humor in it. Highly recommend that. That's a very underrated title. Then we have Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, so another game I haven't really dove into because I want to eventually play the first games on Nintendo Switch online, since I know Breath of Fire 1 and 2 are on there, so want to check those out. But another game that I think got a bit of flack, mainly because of the graphics and all that, not the most appealing kind of cover art, right? But and then we have Rogue Galaxy, another one I played quite a bit, again, originally PS4 version and everything, but just haven't gone too far into it yet, probably about 8-9 hours, and then I kind of stopped, right? So I might have to start this game over again if I go through it, but it's really fun, another great game from Level 5, and I hope, eventually get to play that one and everything. Then we have the Personal Tactics, so from Nippon Ichi and those guys, the Disgaea series and everything, and just other wacky titles of, Rhapsody and Phantom Brave, or I think that's what's or Phantom Brave or Phantom Blade, I can't remember, but just another just silly tactical RPG, but a lot of fun, and yeah, there's a lot of humor in it, so I think you know what you're getting from a Nippon Ichi game. And then we have Unlimited Saga, so this was kind of sort of recent pickup. I can't... Did I get this at the Calgary game? Like, there was a game convention in Calgary and then the Calgary Expo. I can't remember which one I got this from, but I know it was one of them. And yeah, super cheap, but I haven't gone through it, so yeah, gameplay you're seeing is just me playing it. You know, I guess the second time, because the first time would have been a pickups video, but yeah, I don't really remember it. And then Jade Cocoon 2, so I love Jade Cocoon on PS1, and when I started to collect and everything, this was actually probably the first game I saw it out, and I saw it right away on Amazon for pretty cheap, so had to get it, and yeah, a lot of fun. You know, I do like the first game a lot more because this one changes a lot of aspects, right? It's more like the way you kind of go through levels and all that. It's almost like a bottle episode on TV or something where you don't get a whole lot of freedom of actually exploring towns or anything like that. You're just kind of going from area to area, right? And have your hub world, or home, I should say, and yeah, it's very different because the first game was a turn-based RPG that was very Pokemon-like, and this one is more kind of hexagonal battles, and you know, you still have water, air, fire, and earth as your elements, but they all do kind of different things. Like water is kind of your healing, fire is your offensive attacks, stuff like that. So... but, you know, still a lot of fun. And then Front Mission 4, so the only Front Mission game I have physically anyways, and yeah, haven't even played this yet. Again, like, the gameplay you're seeing would be, I guess, the second time playing it, because again, I was shown a pickups video on this. I believe I picked this up when I started collecting or doing videos on YouTube, but yeah, kind of your, you know, tactical military RPG, right? So yeah, looking forward to checking that out. And then the final PS2 JRPG I have, which I do plan on playing very soon, is Valkyrie Profile 2. So yeah, I hear a lot of great things about this game. You know, I do hear it is pretty difficult, you know, just you have to kind of get used to the way the combat is and everything like that, but yeah, really looking forward to trying this game out because, yeah, I think, like, I think I'm going to really enjoy this. Just, yeah, I'm going to probably need a bit of patience just to get used to how the game plays and everything, but yeah, looking forward to that. And so, that's my entire PS2 JRPG collection, physically anyways. You know, there's still a few I have digitally and everything like that, and then of course, you know, emulators, all that sort of stuff, right? But hopefully I can add a few more because, you know, I know there's ones I'll never be able to add, like Steambot Chronicles. You know, I would love to add it, but yeah, that's very obscure and pretty expensive game, right? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you all think. I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, and hope you all have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care, and play some games. Play some PS2 JRPGs, but yeah, if you want to see more, let me know. I mean, I'm going to do more of these, just let me know. You know, maybe I'll do 360 next, because that's kind of a very underrated system for JRPGs, right? So maybe I'll do that one next, but yeah, let me know, and yeah, have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye! Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, or if you just want to see any of my skits and then nothing else and leave the video, that's fine too. Thanks everyone, take care.